Hi, I'm Mandeep Singh, founder of Mandeeps.com, and in this series of video tutorials that we're doing on live utilities, in this one we will be importing a CSV file to create and update users that may already exist. So let's get started. I do have a CSV file. This is the same CSV file I used to create users in the previous video. What I've done is basically added another line on the top. I've created a John Smith record. So I'm going to use that as our identifier. What we're going to do is go to import, and we're going to say we want to import user accounts. This time we want to create and update users. So I'm going to choose my file, I'm going to map my fields. I have first name, I have last name, I have email address, and I'm going to use the username as the email address as well. I do have a telephone, and I do have a country that I want to map. So here's all our data. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. So here's what I want to do. All the existing users that exist in the system, I want to go ahead and change their display name. So I'm going to go ahead and say change the display name to first initial and last name, and the users that don't exist will get created automatically. So let's go ahead and see if that works. So this is again a job detail screen where we're looking at job number 2. The type is import, and we're basically importing user accounts. And here the job is done. It says it's appended or updated 1001 of 1001 records. So that's good. Let's take a look. Okay, so if we take a look here. Okay, so if you take a look here, I'm going to search for John Smith. So I'm going to just go to the first name and type in John and see if we find a John Smith that was added in. And I don't see a John Smith, so let's see, maybe we try with the email, make sure that went through. So I want to use jsmith@test.com, which I used, and there it is. So the username jsmith@test.com, the display name was sjohn, which was first initial and last name, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and edit this, make sure the first name and last name went through as well. And it did not. Okay, so the reason I don't see a first name and last name is because I forgot I'm running DNN 7, and DNN 7 does not show a first name last name anymore. Again, that's according to your site preferences and so forth. So alright, that's good. There was one other issue that I noticed with the import, and that was let me get rid of this and go back. So that was that our existing records did not update. The display name didn't change from first initial and last name, and that is because the properties that we were looking at only apply to new records. So if you want to update a record, you have to forcefully map it. And let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm going to do is update users this time. Actually, we'll go ahead and do create and update users just to make sure this is clear. And I'm going to go ahead and edit my CSV file and just create another record. So let's go ahead and do that. This time we have jsmith1, and we have john1 and smith1. Go ahead and save this, and let's upload that file. Map it, first name, last name, display name. Let's say instead of having a display name to be auto-generated, I want to force the display name to be the email address, or let's say the last name for all the users. So this way we can show that whatever's mapped actually does get updated for existing users. So I'm going to go ahead and map those as well, and then get telephone and country. Okay, so just to be clear, we're creating a new user with this information, but we're also going to update all the existing users that match with this information. So the only thing that should change is the display name. Instead of being the first and last name we used earlier, will be the last name this time. So let's preview that, and let's Let's go ahead and hit next, and we'll leave all these options as it is. For the new user that we're generating, for which we didn't specify the username, would be email address, and the display name for the new user would not matter here because we already mapped the field to the last name, so we'll use that last name field. Okay, so the job just started processing, and it should be done momentarily. There we go. So the job's done. If we go back here, now you see all the display's name have been changed to the last name. And if I were to search for the jsmith1 at test.com, the new account, it should exist, and there it is. So there we go, we just demonstrated the create and update users functionality. Look out for the next video where we will be just updating the users and then removing and deleting them. Thank you for watching the video. If you wish to have concerns, please do open the support.